empty rooms where laughter used to bloom. The shadows breathing low, nowhere left to go. The last car pulled away, I watched it fade from sight. A sudden quiet fell, like the ending of the light. Plates stacked by the sink, a half-filled coffee cup. Signs of life now paused, I couldn't pick them up. In your hand on my own, a touch I didn't know you hadn't left within. Where did the time go? My world was splintered glass, reflecting just a part, a hollow ache inside, a broken, lonely heart. You saw the missing piece without a single word. We were two unpacked memories, lost within the haze, the quiet understanding through the blurring days. Your eyes, a sudden mirror, showed me something true. Borrowed angles, breaking through the dark. We talked of silent things that held no name or sound, about the fragile peace on consecrated ground. You spoke of absent light and burdens you have borne, how echo on even after they are torn. My fractured thoughts aligned beneath your steady gaze, just for a breath. The chaos softened its sharp ways. The sunrise painted gray across the window pane. No promises were made, no future to explain. You simply rose and left before the world awoke, a silent echo from the words we never spoke. And I was whole again and shattered into two. We were two unpacked memories, lost within the haze, a quiet understanding. Breaking through the dark. The dust motes dance alone where your shadow used to be, just fragments in the glass, still reflecting back to me. An unpacked memory, still haunting. Snowflakes been silent, a painted scene. Headlights cut through the in-between. A lonely shape against the falling white, just a breath of vapor in the fade. like a distant beacon through cracked glass, a hesitant spark about to cease. Just beyond the headlights where the shadows creep, a silent promise that the cold will keep. Oh, the human heart, a fragile fading gleam, caught within a lonely winter's dream. A flickering soul on a forgotten stream. Another car goes by, a rushing blur, but nothing moves the quiet world for her. Her gaze is fixed on something far away, reliving moments of a brighter day. The last soft glow from embers growing cold, a story whispered, never fully told. The mountain watches, ancient and so deep, secrets the frozen ground will forever keep. That fragile light, too faint to truly mend. Just beyond the headlights where the shadows creep, a silent promise that the cold will keep. Oh, the human heart, a fragile fading gleam, caught within a lonely winter's dream. A flickering soul on a forgotten stream. A flickering soul, forgotten stream. The headlights fade and silence reigns supreme. Engine silent now, save for my breath. Dashboard lights painting the truth you never guessed. The ink bleeds slow, a story I've held tight. Hidden seasons cloaked beneath the pale street light. I used to build my walls from winter's frozen stare, a perfect summer mask I always learned to wear. But tonight the air feels different, crisp and cold, the truth within me aching to unfold. And maybe just this once I'll let it be known. Let the fall leaves tumble, let the bare trees sway. This exposed heart finally sees the day. No more shadows where my real feelings keep, just the quiet depth where my honest waters sleep. That house across the lawn, a fortress I once built. Every window framed a version I had felt. Now I sit here watching the cold glass on my cheek, imagining the words you'd understand if I could speak. Spring used to promise new beginnings, bright and green, but always underneath the complicated scene. Now the dormant ground feels honest, stripped and The fall leaves tumble, let the bare trees sway. This exposed heart finally sees the day. No more shadows where my real feelings keep, just the quiet depth where my honest waters sleep. The engine hums a low, forgotten tune. Tomorrow's light will rise much too soon. But for this moment, in the fading moon, I've shown myself a fragile, honest bloom. Steam curls from a ceramic rim, a new morning light, soft and dim. Same one counter, same quiet hum, wondering when that old feel will come. The scent of roasted beans, a familiar grace, fills this quiet sunlit space. Remember how we'd meet, just you and I, watching city life go rushing by. Now the empty seat across from me holds nothing but what it used to be. The calendar pages flutter past, every vibrant moment fading fast. Leaves turn amber, then disappear. Another year rolls into here. The barista calls out names I've never known, and winter's breath has long since come and flown. But in this corner booth where sunlight used to fall, it's an autumn I recall beyond recall. The season's gone, it can't come back at all. I see the couples laugh and friends converge, while outside life begins to surge. They talk of future plans, of places new, oblivious to what I'm going through. I watch them pack their bags one by one underneath the setting sun. I planted roots right here deep within this ground, while everyone else scattered without a sound. The rain has washed away the path you trod, leaving me with silence and thoughts of God. Oh, how I yearn for the laughter we knew in a world that only saw us two. The barista calls out names I've never known, and winter's breath has long since come and flown. But in this corner booth where sunlight used to fall, it's an autumn I recall beyond recall. The season's gone, it can't come back at all. The clock ticks slow, a whisper in the air, an echo of a moment we used to share. just an empty chair and me still here. The fluorescent hum, a dull electric drone, vinyl chairs lined up, each one feeling stark and known. Through the tinted glass, the gray day slowly breaks, another distant chime for somebody's sake. I've watched so many walk away, turn their backs and fly, while my own roots grew deeper beneath the silent sky. The stillness has a sound, a quiet heavy beat. The walls around me whisper tales of old, bittersweet. These ancient ties that held me firm now start to wear me thin. Oh, the soil I thought was home became a silent choke, and these deep-set roots, they twist and pull till something has to break. I'm searching for the sunlight where new horizons bloom, gathering the courage to step outside this room. The coffee cup is cold, my reflection in its sheen shows a stranger looking back, a faded, tired queen. Every goodbye echoed back, a promise I once kept, while the world beyond the window moved forward as I slept. They say some things are meant to stay, like stone upon the ground, but even mountains shift their base when new directions call. And this waiting has turned into a plea to unfasten every anchor and finally just be free. Oh, the soil I thought was home became a silent choke, and these deep-set roots, they twist and pull till something has to break. I'm searching for the sunlight where new horizons bloom, gathering the courage to step outside this room. The door might open soon, and I might finally rise, leaving this waiting silence beneath new open skies. Waking in the quiet, a different kind of light. The air itself feels heavy after one long final night. The coffee's cool beside me, a pattern in the foam. Every corner whispers, you're finally alone. My spine remembers bracing for the quake that never ceased. A constant quiet tremor where solace found no peace. And the lines around my eyes, they tell a longer tale of trying to stand sturdy when the wind began to wail. Did I see it clearly then, through the blur of falling rain, or just the shape I needed to dull the piercing pain? I've been growing on stony ground, with roots that twist and hold. Promise strength to everyone, a story left untold. But the earth that keeps me upright also pulls me down so deep, and I'm too tired to be the keeper while the whole world falls asleep. The mirror shows a stranger with a kindness worn too thin, a hollow where the laughter used to bubble from within. I trace the faded edges of a photo on the shelf, and wondered if the joy was ever truly for myself. Each echo in these empty rooms, a silent spinning flake, reminds me of the weight I bore. For goodness gracious sake, they say true strength is silent, and I'm yielding inner grace. But what if silence hollows and steals your honest face? These roots I thought were anchoring became a tangled chain, holding down the pieces through every sun and rain. I can't tell where the bending stops and where the breaking starts. Was I ever truly there, or just playing all the parts? I've been going on stony ground, with roots that twist and hold. Proud strength to everyone, a story left untold. But the earth that keeps me upright also pulls me down so deep, and I'm too tired to be the keeper while the whole world falls asleep. Falls asleep. The stony ground, my roots still streetlights bleed on midnight tar, rain streaks cold against the car. Just a drip and nothing more outside your locked and splintered door. I see you walk through shimmering haze, lost within your private maze. Every puddle holds a gleam, 1,000 parts of some old dream. Your hurried steps, a heavy sound, unbroken reflections scattered around. You don't look up, you just look down. Another lost soul in this sleepy town. And my breath catches a silent plea for the person you once used to be. This tangled path you trace a fading map upon your face. Oh, the wet glass maze where reflections lie, a fractured self beneath a weeping sky. I stand and watch, and my heart breaks slow as you build walls with every seed you sow. Through broken mirrors I see your pain, caught in the never-ending rain. I can't reach in, I just remain, watching you vanish down the drain. Of who you used to be, lost in your own dark company. Ooh, I remember when your edges shone before you faced this world alone. I've called your name across the void, but all my efforts feel destroyed. This silent vigil, a heavy price to witness your slow, cold demise. I try to build you, tear it down, lost in the echoes of this sleeping town. Oh, the wet glass maze where reflections lie, a fractured self beneath a weeping sky. I stand and watch, and my heart breaks slow as you build walls with every seed you sow. Through broken mirrors I see your pain, caught in the never-ending rain. I can't reach in, I just remain, watching you vanish down the drain. Rain keeps falling, a silver sheet, washing illusions down the street. Your outline fades, a distant blur, just a whisper where you once were. In the wet glass maze, it holds you fast. Ooh, the wet glass maze holds you fast. Sunlight spills thin on the floor, a whisper of yesterday's storm. The air feels brittle and deep, secrets the shadows still keep. My heart locked box for so long, never quite knowing where I belonged. But today there's a flicker, a breath of life reaching past empty death. The quiet hum of the room pushing back at the gloom. Something shifted while I slept, promises my mind compass had spun, a lost needle in haste, 3 years of mechanical days. Now a whisper of wind, a new truth softly heard. My spirit remembers a word. I'm finding my north, a faint glint in the blue. Something entirely new. The taste of the morning's cool tea, a texture the world shows to me. Each ordinary shade holds a spark, emerging from yesterday's dark. My skin feels the air, sharp and clear, pushing past every old fear. I walk through a fog, a perpetual gray, just echoing footsteps. Day after day, thought my senses had faded to rust, turned all my wildness to dust. But the dew on the window, it catches the light, and I'm stepping towards something bright. My compass had spun, lost a needle in haze, 3 years of mechanical days. Now a whisper of wind, a new truth softly heard. My spirit remembers a word. I'm finding my north, a faint glint in the blue. Something entirely new. A new north calling out low. A long silent river starts to flow, spinning slow. Finding my way. Sunlight fractured through the kitchen glass, an empty coffee cup, a testament to haste. She walked by the window, a shadow on the pane. The usual morning rhythm, now a quiet strain. Heard the echo of a door closed, then nothing at all, just the hollow of a house standing tall. A fragile kind of peace before the day began. The lingering of venom, still part of the plan. The words that hung like anchors refused to dislodge. Oh, this saltwater silence, where the tide pulled back too far, left a string of broken seashells etched beneath the fading star. Every cutting syllable, a canyon carved in stone, a truth that can't be mended once it's fully known. She folded up the blankets, a careful, slow routine, erasing every ripple from the scene that had been. His side of the bed untied, stretched a cold and vacant space, reflecting every memory on her tired face. The ocean takes and gives back, but some things disappear, lost to currents, whisper secrets held for years and years. And angry words can shatter what silence couldn't mend. A final deep departure where beginnings meet their